Part 2 of Kinder is at the same time tomorrow evening on BBC One. And there are at the moment 2 Doctor Who exhibitions featuring monsters and costumes from the current series. One is at Blackpool, the other at Longleat.
You want one?
That's Life, talking dogs and show-jumping rabbits, all part of the surprises and delights of That's Life. A special edition of the programme tomorrow on BBC One features some of the most requested items from the last series. A special edition of That's Life tomorrow at 7:20 on BBC One.
Now on BBC One, a bumper bunch of comedians line up to poke fun at the festive season. Please do not adjust your calendars as we take a look at the funny side of Christmas.
Hello. I speak as someone who is no stranger to the fearful task of trying to write something funny about Christmas. And it is a fearful task for comedy writers, if only because Christmas never misses. There's one every year. And after 5 or 6 of them, you can't find anything new to write. And as the pieces normally have to be written in September, you can't think of anything to write. Now, my worst experience was some 30 years ago, when Dennis Norden and I had the great honour to be asked to write the BBC Radio Christmas Day party. It was an honour in those days, but rather like marrying a duchess, it could be more an honour than a pleasure. It was a warm September, I recall, and neither of us could think of anything that went on during Christmas. Balloons, the balloons. Yes, yes. Stuffing. We'd fallen victim to that state of depression known to the medical world as Santa Claustrophobia. We got something down on paper. All those programs on the wireless in those days were, incidentally, the wireless, lovely old word for a lovely thing, a bit of telegraphy without wires that you could carry from room to room or take with you. You realize that the new technical development we're all looking forward to so eagerly, aren't we, is cable television. Who will be wired up? Well, anyway, for this wireless Christmas Day program, we all assembled in the studio on the afternoon of Christmas Day, the cast and us to a man, either half asleep after their lunchtime debauchery, or tight-lipped with resentment at having to be there at all. There were a few friends and dear ones of the cast slumped in the audience seats, and after the comics had sleepily or sulkily gone through their comedy routines, the producer said it was time to let the audience in. They are in, said the studio manager. We'd rehearsed the whole show in front of the audience, and as they hadn't laughed the first time the jokes came round, they weren't likely to fall about with mirth the second time they came round. Quick, said the producer to the young effects boy, rushing along to the studio effects library, get a record of audience laughter we can put in behind the jokes. Bring anything. The show began. First comics started their act. Some awful joke like, my wife gave me a set of cigarette lighters for Christmas. A set of cigarette lighters? That were generous. Not really, it was a box of matches. Silence from the audience. From the playback speakers came a weird sound, a sort of mumbling, little creaking, little low murmur, and here and there a distant cough. The producer ripped the effects record off the turntable and looked at the label, and it said, Congregation Rising. So we've helped our writers on this program by giving them a briefing of sorts. Take one facet of Christmas, we said, and show how it affects the characters in your situation comedy. Christmas Day, for example, is the one day of the year when mankind is suddenly overwhelmed with a feeling of benevolence and goodwill towards his fellows. Well, Reggie Perrin's is.
Christmas morning, darling. Time to relax and let spiritual values take over.
Yes. Pour me a drink, Reggie.
Oh, very good. Yes, a time to feel warm and human towards one's fellow man. Oh, my God. There you are, darling. Nice long drink. Thank you, darling.
I just called to see if you were all right, Mr. Perrin. You seemed under a strain at the office.
Yes, I was under a strain at the office, Joe, but I'm not at the office now, so I'm not under a strain. I'm all right. It was lovely of you to call, Joe.
Reggie, drink.
Yes, please. Do you want a drink, Joe?
Please.
Oh.
We hope someone will come round, won't we, Reggie?
Yes, we certainly weren't.
All alone on Christmas morning, and then suddenly...
No, my God.
Are you really all right, Reggie?
Yes, of course I'm all right. Stop asking if I'm all right. All right?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. You all right?
Yes, I'm all right. Sorry.
Morning, Reggie. Round to see if you're all right.
Yes, I'm all right, CJ. I'm very relaxed. Oh, my God. Open, darling. Let them all pour it. Drink, CJ.
I felt I had to call Reggie.
Did you? What a shame.
I'm not an ostrich who buries his head under a bushel.
You certainly answered.
I didn't get where I am today by burying my head under a bushel.
Absolutely not, CJ. Oh, David, really, this is absolutely...
Super.
Super.
Sorry.
What?
People keep telling me I keep saying super.
Better than that dreadful Tony with his constant...
Great! Well, everybody here. Arizona. Great. Just pop round, Reggie, to make sure you're all right.
I'm better than all right, Tony. I am great.
Great. Super.
Good news is better than no broth.
Absolutely, sir.
I felt I had to call Reggie as your personal physician. I had to make sure you were all right.
He's all right.
No, Doc, I'm not all right. No. I feel as though I'm on an endless savannah. Herds of angry buffalo are stampeding towards me from every direction, and I am a stranded water beetle with terminal drooping of the left antenna.
I wonder what it is. Hello, all. Christmas greetings, all that kerfuffle.
Elizabeth?
Reggie won't kiss you, I'm French.
Oh, my God, no, not her as well.
Just called. See if you're...
He is?
Great. Super.
Oh, just wondered, as I'm here, in fact, he's a bit of a cock-up on the catering front. Christmas Day, no nosh. Brats brawling and just offside in Tiswas. Just wondered, odd scrap.
Turkey, Christmas pudding, that sort of cake, Jimmy.
Yes, if you got 'em.
Help yourself, Jimmy.
Oh, thanks,
Yes.
Reggie?
Darling, Christmas time for giving. Yes, a drink, everybody. Yes, come on, a drink. Everybody must have a bottle now. Here we are. Because greed, you see, materialism, the curse of the acquisitive society. You can help me throw off these shackles.
Well, thanks, Reggie. This really is generosity-ville Arizona.
Yes.
I feel better by giving. That makes me feel better about taking. Even if it makes me feel worse about not giving. Super.
Yes, presents, everyone. Here we are, Doc.
No. This from me to you.
I don't want it.
No. CJ gave it to the last kid.
CJ, that's for you.
I didn't get where I am today by taking a gift horse to water. After the stable door was open.
Yes, give, there we are, Joan. Good, yes, everyone must have a there we are.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Literally saved our bacon.
Yes, and your chipolatas and bread sauce as well, eh? It's Christmas, Jimmy. It's better to give than to receive.
Absolutely. Any chance of any booze as well?
Excuse me, sir. The door was open. Have you got anything for a dirty old tramp, sir?
Yes. Darling, doesn't it make you feel warm and wonderful and free? Eh?
No, Reggie. Actually, it doesn't.
No, nor me. What went wrong?
Unlike poor old Reggie Perrin, a lot of people enjoy the aftermath of a party. It's the moment of calm after the storm. The hosts can relax, put their feet up, pour themselves a drink at last. It's crisp and crunchy underfoot, where the peanuts have trodden into the carpet. The air is tangy with the smell of wood smoke as a cigarette left by a guest burns its way into the mantelpiece. A distant tinkle and the sound of merry laughter through the cold night air reminds you that the last two guests have backed their cars into each other. The party's over. It's time to call it a day. And for Sissy and Ada, Christmas Day is at an end.
Bottoms up. That's the only thing wrong with a Christmas party is the tidying up afterwards.
Yes, I must say I agree with you. What do you say if we take a little break for a minute?
Well, I think it'll do us both the world of good.
I think you're right.
We've been very active. I want to get my bunions a rest. Mind you, not for long, I've got to find Bert's teeth. You know, last time I saw them, they were just near the cheese dip.
You know, I must say, you did yourself very proud tonight, Ada. They all seemed to enjoy themselves.
They did from where they were lay.
And the food was excellent. I mean, I couldn't fault any of it. But, you know, it was your vol au vents that really stood out.
It's this new bra. You see, it lifts and separates at the same time. Trouble is, it's a bit of a struggle when they do.
It's marvellous what technology can do these days, isn't it? Did you know, for instance, that the modern bra was based on the cantilever?
Could have been better off with a tire lever.
I don't suppose there's any drink left.
In the Mallee, I managed to salvage a half a bottle, I saved for us, love. Sherry, isn't it?
Well, yes, I'm afraid it is. That's all I ever drink, as you well know. The golden nectar of old Jerry.
No, it was brewed in a bucket.
You know, I always thought it was such a refined drink. Mind you, between you and me and the gatepost, it's not without its aphrodisiac qualities.
Oh, I get this wind as well.
You
coming up like a torrent.
Merry Christmas, Dad.
Merry Christmas, Chuck.
Oh.
I keep filling up. Where do the years go? Another Christmas gone?
Yes, mind you, one has to be philosophical. I mean, Leonard and I are firm believers in tempus fugit.
I know. I've often seen your bedroom curtains drawn. I used to enjoy it myself, but Bert's past it now. Ever since he had that sniper shot him up at Merzimer Tree. He said he still limps with a riff. It's a rough one.
Mind you, it really was a good... It was a good do. Apart from Bert's relatives.
I can only apologise humbly. Vandals. They get complaints from Gyps. Did you see his cousin Miriam? Did you see the way she went at my mutton pate? You know, she stripped the willy pattern off the plate. Look at that. A present from Bogner, this one. And look at it now. I've got 2 Japanese lovers in midair with no bridge.
Was she the one in the blue two-piece with the broidery anglais and the mucky underskirt?
Ooh. I would like to see her bedding. Filth. You see their living room? They've even got mud guards on the Hoover. And the kitchen that is graced, there's so many cobwebs, it looks as though it's been backcombed. You know, she's absolutely no control over those 3 children of hers.
No.
That little Sebastian, I could have strangled him. Did you see what he tried to do to our cat with his junior do-it-yourself doctor's outfit?
Vicious little yobbo.
Exactly.
Oh, he didn't harm little Fleance, did he?
Oh, no. No, the only trouble is that we're not really sure about this. Because the cat's still on the gable end with its legs crossed. They should never buy children presents like that.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I mean, I think it's disgraceful. I mean, all I ever got when I was a child was a whip and a top and an orange in my stocking.
Oh, they've got one in Masterplast.
Oh, I think it's disgraceful. Mind you, you take our Ralph. Now, even when he was in long trousers, he only had a dinky.
It's a novelty.
Used to get hours of enjoyment from it, though, you know, up in his bedroom.
Oh, yeah. Probably was lonely.
Mind you, that was until, of course, the paint chipped off through him banging it against the skirt.
Shall we go?
I mean, they weren't cheap, you know, dinky cows.
Jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh! Jingle bells. Granted.
I do beg your pardon, lady. I think it must have been the turkey. You know? It was the stuffing. It was a bit too rich. What did you stuff it with, Chuck?
I didn't have to bother. It was already full.
Dear Ada, Ada, like most of us, had a turkey for Christmas. But this is a newish tradition which seems like most of our modern Christmas to have been invented by Charles Dickens. Ever since Dickens, the turkey, an ungainly beast, difficult to rear as it's dedicated to self-destruction, the turkey has been linked in our minds solely with Christmas, to the fury of turkey farmers who go to great lengths, even appearing on television advertisements in boothful jackets, to persuade us to buy the turkeys all year round. But some of us find a roast turkey superb to look at, but a little unexciting to eat. The late Cassandra, columnist of the Daily Mirror, called it a vast feathered swindle. And some of us hanker after the older, more traditional goose. But many other items from the past still give us pleasure, like the Yule log burning in the grate, the Christmas cake, the exchanging of presents, and perhaps best of all, the exchange of greetings. One honest fellow, simply and sincerely, wishing another honest fellow the compliments of the season.
At the lot, Bernard? Well, before you go home for the holidays, Minister, Sir Humphrey has something to say to you.
Minister, just one thing. I wonder if I might crave your momentary indulgence in order to discharge a by no means disagreeable obligation, which has over the years become more or less established practice within government circles, as we approach the terminal period of the year, of course, not financial. In fact, not to put too fine a point on it, week 51. And submit to you with all appropriate deference for your consideration at a convenient juncture, a sincere and sanguine expectation, indeed confidence. Indeed, one might go so far as to say hope, that the aforementioned period may be, at the end of the day, when all relevant factors have been taken into consideration, susceptible of being deemed to be such as to merit a final verdict of having been by no means unsatisfactory in its overall outcome, and, in the final analysis, to give grounds for being judged on mature reflection, to have been conducive to generating a degree of gratification which will be seen in retrospect to have been significantly higher than the general average.
What's he talking about?
Well, Minister, I think Sir Humphrey just wanted to crave your momentary indulgence in order to discharge a by no means disagreeable...
All right, Bernard. Humphrey...
At the end of the day, Minister, all these things being...
Yes,
Minister?
Are you saying Happy Christmas?
Yes, Minister.
See what I mean? If Sir Humphrey, it occurred to me suddenly, if Sir Humphrey had helped the Minister with his constituency Christmas treat, would that have made him partly party to the party? Happy New Year to them both in triplicate. The Victorians certainly added new traditions to our Christmas, like Christmas cards. But a surprising number of these additions came from abroad. Our own Father Christmas, for instance, was a rather boozy old boy originally, with his robe agape and a crown of ivy tilted across his brow. It was an American artist, Thomas Nast, who tidied him up, gave him his white beard and sideboards, his benevolent smile, and his reindeer and sleigh full of presents. Our Christmas tree came from Germany. One or two people with German connections had them early in the last century, but when it was made known that Prince Albert had imported one for the royal family at Windsor Castle, everybody had to have one. Nowadays, of course, few citizens lower in rank than a Scottish laird can go out into the garden and cut down one of his own trees, but happily they can be bought. Just before Christmas, there are many keen traders only too anxious to provide fine trees at a fair price. Change of style now. We thought it might be an idea, as we're halfway through the show, to hand over this segment to a trio of young people. See what they have to say on aspects of Christmas. And here is their mini review. The players are three of a kind.
I like funny Christmas cards. I'm a joker.
I like sincere Christmas cards. I'm a traditionalist.
I like those really big Christmas cards that cost you a fortune. I'm a newsagent.
My parents brought me up to believe the real meaning of Christmas was to help others. It made me a better Christian.
My parents brought me up to believe the real meaning of Christmas was to help those less fortunate. It made me a better charity worker.
My parents brought me up to believe the real meaning of Christmas was to give everything away. It made me a lousy shop assistant.
Yes, happy with them then?
Yes, smashing,
okay.
yeah.
Anyway, these should go in the middle. Is that the middle?
Yeah, that's it.
There we are. Yes, that's where they should go. They're the really important ones.
There they are.
Long distance information, I can hear you on the line. Hope your festive season has been lots more fun than mine. At a Christmas party, I was overcome with gloom. I just pulled a cracker when my wife came in the room.
Oh, I got the sixpence.
I got the other one.
I wonder who's really lucky and got the 50p.
Yeah.
Down in Louisiana, there's a recipe. I tried one Christmas dinner and it satisfied me. Brandy, vodka, whiskey, rum, you put them in twice. The turkey tasted awful, but the gravy was nice.
Now try it.
2016. Bumper to bumper, screen to screen. I know why it's called Boxing Day, 'cause I've been boxed in all the way. Cruising and playing the radio. Oh no, I think it's gonna snow.
Good evening. I'd like to suggest something to you. Tonight, instead of sitting around eating, drinking, and watching television, why not get up, put on your warm winter clothes, and have a gentle stroll down to your local church? And when you're there, why not spend an hour or two in modest contemplation? And please, pray for those who are working tonight. Thank you.
That was an appeal on behalf of the Burglars Association. We get a lot of drinking at Christmas, and friends come round on Christmas Day.
We get a lot of drinking at Christmas, and the family come round on Boxing Day.
I get a lot of drinking at Christmas, and I don't come round until New Year's Day.
Hi, I'm Ros Wright. Now, don't expect any of that Merry Christmas hype from me, okay? Because I'm just not into all this Yuletide exploitation syndrome. I mean, like, the whole idea of slaughtering turkeys and eating them, it's barbaric. So I had pheasant instead. Okay, it's all part of my alternative Christmas concept. No presents. Nothing like that. I said, Daddy, presents are a bourgeois anachronism. I don't want you to buy me any. And the old swine didn't. And of course, he and Mummy wanted me to go home to eat, but I said, no, okay, no. I've got to do my community welfare work at the Society for Underprivileged and Uncared For Children, Mayfair branch. And to go back to the parental trappings of wealth and luxury would be politically unfaithful to my bed-sitting clan. That's Clapham, okay, babies? Yeah. Especially, I've just had a smoke of it, and it's fabulous. But, okay, the thing I hate most about all this festive overkill is that it's so sexist. I mean, Father Christmas. You never hear of Mother Christmas or single-parent Christmas. I mean, it's just so politically unsound. So I've decided to take positive action, right? Which is why I spent the last week staging a sit-in protest outside the grotto at Debenhams. Yeah. Not one kid signed my petition. I mean, like, they all had some very strange ideas about Christmas. I mean, they seem to think it's meant to be fun. Yeah. So apathetic, you know. I think they've all forgotten that the true meaning of Christmas is... Yeah. Anyway, so, next year, it's going to be different, right? I have found a way of making Christmas better, truer, more spiritually fulfilling time. For me. I'm going skiing in summer, it's right.
As a typical Times reader, I don't know the meaning of the word poverty. Mind you, I did send a Christmas donation to Oxfam.
As a typical Guardian reader, I don't know the meaning of the word selfishness. Mind you, my Christmas donation to charity did leave me a bit short.
As a typical Daily Star reader, I don't know the meaning of the word sacrifice. Mind you, there's a lot of other words I don't know the meaning of either. Well, how are you enjoying your first office party with them?
Oh, it's super. Getting to know the firm, you know. These family businesses are always a bit tricky. I'm never quite sure who's related to whom.
Yes, quite.
Another sherry?
Oh, thank you, my dear.
I say, steady on, old chap. I mean, I may be new here, but at least I know not to tangle with her. That's Dingamee's wife. You know, the jealous chap. Nasty piece of work.
You mean my brother?
Your brother? Oh, how silly of me. Good grief, look at her.
Which one?
The one over there by the bar with the blonde hair and the red dress. Claw, she can refill my glass anytime.
That's my wife.
Did I say by the bar? I actually meant over there by the door. And she hasn't got blonde hair, she's a brunette, and she's wearing a blue dress, not a red one.
That's my daughter.
Well, actually, she's over there by the piano.
That's...
under the piano.
Well, that's...
Your sister? Well, actually, I didn't mean her. I meant the one over there on the couch, with the mousy hair and the glasses and the not neat. I wouldn't be seen dead with her.
How dare you? That's my mistress.
That's my wife.
When I was a kid, my favourite carol was Once in Royal David's City.
When I was a kid, my favourite carol was Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
When I was a kid, my favourite carol was the big one in the back row of the choir.
Now, most of us moan about Christmas from time to time, that it seems to start earlier each year, that we spend money we can't afford on buying things we don't like to give to people who don't want them. We have to be nice to relations we've managed to avoid the rest of the year, and so on. But we still celebrate it. Is it because we're too weak to make a stand? Would we have to be strong-willed rebels to break the convention and treat Christmas Day as a normal, dull day? Rebels like, say, Clegg, Foggy and Comper?
You lad! What are you doing here?
There's somebody at your door.
Who?
Me. 15 minutes.
Oh, come on round, I'll let you in. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, I like it. Oh, you have done well. It really does look quite miserable.
Yes, sir. I'm determined that here today at least there will not be one single solitary sign that this is Christmas Day.
Yeah.
I want us all to think of it as some dreary Sunday in late November.
So you know what the trouble's going to be, don't you? Him.
Ah.
No, I don't think his heart's in it, you know. I think he likes Christmas.
That's a terrible thing to say.
No, it's true.
Somebody left your door open. Oh, that's better. That's a bit nippy out there. What's the looking at?
Well, go on, we give up. We'll buy it. Go on, what are you supposed to be?
Listen, Noddy. I'm not supposed to be anything. He said not to come dressed up for Christmas.
Well, you made it. Oh, by George, I'll give you that. You don't look like anything I've ever seen.
Well, we'll soon get used to the look of him. And what if we don't? It gets dark early.
Hey, oh, it's a bit cheerless in here, isn't it?
Stop. What are you doing?
This place is like a funeral parlour. I was just going to switch on the...
You don't switch that on. That's going to be full of Christmas joy and good cheer. Yuck.
Right. Right. We don't want to have any Christmas joy or good cheer, do we?
No, it'll be better like this.
It'll be better like this. Yeah. That's great this way, isn't it?
Yeah, well, all right, don't overdo it. We haven't started yet. I mean, well, there must be a million things we can still do.
Yeah. At least a million.
As long as we don't do anything Christmassy.
Right. Well, who's going to begin?
Doing what?
Whatever it is we're going to do.
We haven't decided that yet, have we?
No, we're new to all this. Give us a chance.
You've had a chance. I've been here all this while and nobody has said a Merry Christmas.
Too Christmassy.
All right, nobody has said have a drink.
You daren't risk a drink today? Well, everybody be standing up making Christmas toasts.
I won't say a word. I won't, honest.
It'll slip out.
Why should it slip out?
Oh, why shouldn't it? Ever since I've known you, there's always been some damn thing slipping out.
All right, then. What's for dinner?
Yes. Well, what I thought was a nice salad and a bit of bread and cheese.
Bread and cheese?
It's Wensleydale.
I don't give a tit if it's Thursday. That's not feeding me bread and cheese for Christmas dinner.
Ah, but it won't be Christmas dinner. See, we all agreed that this year we're going to ignore Christmas.
Just Christmas, not dinner. Nobody said a word about not having dinner. Right, get the coats on.
Coats on?
We're taking 3 orphans to dinner.
3 orphans?
Where did he find 3 orphans?
They're out there now. In the cold, too shy to come in. Oh, there they are, the little loves. Come on.
Oh, you're coming, aren't you?
You call that shy?
They're a bit well developed for orphans.
They're orphans, I
tell them.
I can well believe it. They probably ate their parents at birth.
Oh, well, get the coats on. We're doing now, dear.
What do you mean doing out here? We've got the turkey to cook.
Oh, yeah, and the decorations to put up.
And the presents to open.
All right, girls, come in.
Keep them out. No, keep them out.
Unkind, just get rid of them.
You can't throw 3 orphans out into the cold.
We can try. Either they go or I go. They can have the house.
They might go for a $5. All right, girls, in you go.
Oh, thank you very much. Merry Christmas.
All right, girls, all right. Now, don't get them worked up. Enough's enough.
I like the tall one. It just fits. It looks a bit queer to me. The little one's cuddly, terrified but cuddly. Hello.
Charlo, come on, lovely. Well, no, I can enjoy Christmas now with a clear conscience. I mean, nobody can accuse thee of being sentimental about Christmas. Not a man who throws 3 poor little orphans out into the snow.
Well, I better go and see how the turkey's doing.
Oh, you've got a turkey on, have you?
Well, I knew we'd never make it. Let's face it, Christmas is compulsory.
Well, after all that, I don't know if I can face another bird.
Merry Christmas, Boggy.
Oh, God, don't.
Hello,
Hey, come on.
Whether Christmas is looked upon as a holy celebration or merely a welcome little midwinter holiday, the way of celebrating it has always been the same, by holding a feast. In medieval times, when the peasantry ate poorly, their diet had almost no vitamin C, and our whole nation was probably knock-kneed with scurvy, the local lord would lay on a huge feast in the hall, and everybody would thankfully eat themselves silly. And in our modern way, our Christmas isn't all that different. For the whole year, we've been eating processed, convenienced food packaged in unnatural shapes. Coffee comes as brown powder, which looks like cremated ferret. Fish, a beautiful thing, arrives to us as a frozen rectangular block. Mashed potato comes out of a tin in little dry lumps, like cattle feed pellets. Bread, untouched by human baker, arrives wrapped in a soft lump, the crust seemingly sprayed on. Beer, urged upwards by gas, emerges from a steel dustbin. That's during the year. But how different at Christmas? Because Christmas is the occasion where every mother in the land feeds her brood with the very finest food she can afford. Real food. Pudding, cake, a plump roast fowl. And how grateful the family is for all that mother has provided.
You know, the wonderful thing about Boxing Day is that it makes you value all the other days in the year that are not Boxing Day. Getting up in the morning and not having to have turkey for breakfast. Not having to have turkey for lunch, really. Going out and doing, doing things. Getting peckish, even.
Peckish, eh? Oh, those were the days. When did we start to eat this lunch? Day before yesterday, was it?
Yes, it was, yes. We assaulted the north face of the turkey at 1 o'clock. Had to turn back beaten men at 4.
We didn't make much of a dent in it today, either.
I've calculated the precise day we will finish it.
When's that?
December the 24th, 1983. I couldn't eat another mouthful.
Tea time! Oh. It's 4 o'clock. That's when nice people have tea.
Can't we have a meal off for good behavior?
I want all this chocolate log eaten. It'll be out of date tomorrow.
It's older than you think.
What?
I'm counting the rings.
Nice one, Timothy.
Don't encourage him.
He gets his cheek from your side of the family. There's something rotten in you, Timothy.
I think it's that chipolata sausage.
Remember peace, goodwill, and all that.
Oh, aren't we silly billies? It's Christmas time. We are going to have some fun this evening. How about a bit of a lark?
No, Mother, I'm too full, I'm sorry.
Have you thought of murder?
Frequently, Mother.
I meant the game of murder.
Well, there are only 3 of us. One of us the corpse, one of the detective, the other one's got to be the murderer.
Oh, you're such a wet blanket. Things were very different at the Portway.
Oh, the Portway, Father.
My family really knew how to do things. Those were real Christmases. Roaring fires, ghost stories, chestnuts, girls in satin dresses whispering on the stairs. My dress was a lovely plum colour. I could drive a man wild in those days.
Still can, dear.
Captain Luckham put his arm round me 3 times.
You weren't that thin, surely.
What do you two know about the Christmas spirit? I've stood under that mistletoe till I'm blue in the face.
I think that's what's put us off, Mother.
I give up, that's all. And if you're not going to eat this cold stuffing, the birds can have it.
Mind if I...
No, don't. What are you doing that for?
Rolled on the thighs of Cuban women, these days. I'm listening for the echo.
I don't understand that.
What are these?
Cold sprouts, dear.
I know they're cold sprouts. Somebody hid them in the garden ruler, didn't you, Timothy?
How did you find them, Mother?
You hid them in the same place last year. And if anybody in this room is smoking a cigar, he can go and stand in the driveway.
It's Christmas, dear.
Very well. In the porch.
That's a bit tough on me. What's the matter, Mother? Is it the sage and onion or what? Sorry.
No. It's the birds.
What birds?
All the birds. I put some pudding out on the bird table this morning as their Christmas treat, and they haven't eaten it.
Perhaps they don't realise what it is, Mother. Would you like me to go out and let them see me nibbling some?
They know what it is. I watched a robin this morning.
Robin, Mother?
He took 2 pecks and he fluttered about and fell under the table.
Perhaps it was the brandy butter, Mother. Robins haven't got a head for spirits. I heard that on Nature Parliament.
I can't please anyone. Nobody wants me.
Yes, they do.
Who does?
Lots of people.
Who? Who? Name one.
Well, there's, forgotten his name now.
What about you, then?
Yes, that's who it is. Me. I do.
It would be nice, perhaps, if just once at Christmas time someone were to say, "You're the best mother in the world."
Yes, it would, really, yes.
Well?
You're the best mother in the world.
Oh, you're a good boy sometimes. In fact, you're my best boy.
Oh.
And a best boy can have anything he wants.
Oh, thank you. Mother, it's about this turkey.
What about it? If it's dry, I basted it.
No, it's not. It's just that it's so big that we feel wrong eating it somehow, you know. And the Round Table have got this project scheme where they make sure that all the old people in the district get turkey at Christmas. And I thought, why not give them ours?
Well, I think that's very nice.
Really?
It's not because you don't like it.
Oh, perish the thought, Mother. I thought you could go on eating that till next Christmas. Really, no. I just thought, it'd be better down at the day centre, Have we got a box at all we can
Who's your father talking to you in the hall?
These chaps are in the round table.
I'm going out. I'm not having any more turkey.
Well, what am I to do with it?
Stuff it.
It's still a bit.
Sorry.
Another facet of Christmas, again a very ancient one, the toast to absent friends. And here to illustrate it, as a change from mince pies, butterflies.
Oh, come on. The dinner wasn't that bad.
Well, it was very nice. I think you might show some sign of appreciation, don't you? Just the word thank you, perhaps, or the odd twitch to prove you're not dead?
Getting full of Christmas dinner is one thing. Getting full of Mum's Christmas dinner is something else.
What did she stuff the turkey with?
Sort of herbal putty. Oh, boy, Dad, it must have been love. Oh, now, don't get all coy. We know all about love.
Boy, do we. I mean, you know about sex. There's a difference.
Did you hear that, Russ? There's a difference.
No. And I thought that, all amounted to... All your conversations take on the sound and fury of the farmyard. Can't you use words?
Sure, we can use words.
On second thoughts, the noises will do.
Do you think somebody could pour the coffee? I mean, do I have to do everything? I've disrobed the vegetables, wrestled with the pudding, de-lumped the custard, and God knows that turkey could hardly be described as submissive. I mean, I was on to round 2 before I got it into the stuffing position.
Pour the coffee for your mother. Oh, boy, it hurts to bend forward. Then pour it standing up.
It's all right, it's all right. I'll just do it myself.
You will not do it yourself, he will do it. No, thank you.
Oh, not me, sunshine.
Oh, well, another Christmas, another year, we're still together.
Yes.
I wonder what we'll all be doing this time next year.
You said that last year. I hope I'll be living in a mansion with some rich chick. Marble bathrooms, gold initials on the towels, goat's milk showers, and some guy serving us champagne.
Well, I guess I'll just move in with Russ.
I notice. No plans to go marching up the mountain of achievement?
Yeah, well, the trouble with the mountain of achievement, Dad, is that by the time you get to the top, you're knackered.
Why does achievement always have to be at the top of a mountain or the top of a ladder? Why can't it be somewhere else? Like the bottom of the bed, then we could both get at it. Do we have any indigestion tablets?
Why?
Oh, I just thought I'd take one. Or 2.
I haven't got indigestion. Have you got indigestion? They haven't got indigestion.
Ria, I didn't want you to conduct an inquiry into the family alimentary tract. I really wanted to.
They're in the cupboard in the bathroom. I suggest the 3 of you go, then you can all throw up together.
You did very well. Thank you. So, are we going to this party or what?
Oh, yeah, eventually. Have you got the tapes together?
No, I'll do it now. You're okay, Mum.
You're not bad.
Oh, what am I going to do with all this magnetism?
Yeah, well, don't get too hopeful, Sunshine. The fragile skeleton look is in.
I worry about you two going to a party and driving home.
Oh, don't worry. We'll be too drunk to find the car. It's okay. We're walking. You never mention that guy anymore. The guy that fancied you.
No, he went away to New York.
The guy you fancied.
I think it was New York.
Oh. I never see Annie anymore.
You cared about Annie, didn't you?
She was kind of habit-forming, yeah.
Oh, that's what's wrong with Christmas. Everything becomes so exaggerated. Everything seems twice as important, twice as funny, twice as sad.
Could somebody explain about the chair in the shower unit?
Oh, yeah, that's mine. Well, it's kind of tiring, you know, just standing around.
You're dressed for the occasion?
Well, that depends. Sometimes I think it's really erotic just to stand there with your wellies full of foam.
Will somebody find the indigestion tablets? I can feel the lining of my stomach dissolving.
Go and find them for him, Adam. Go on.
Thanks for the lunch, Mum. You nearly cracked it this time.
Forgive me, sir, but staring at the lady's house is not actually going to make anything happen.
I'm thinking, Thomas, I'm thinking.
We left the airport 2 hours ago, sir. For one of them, we've been here. It's not exactly a productive visit, sir, as you have to go back to New York tomorrow.
Damn it, Thomas, stop worrying about practicalities.
I'm merely trying to point out to you, sir, that your ex-wife has been waiting at the hotel.
So we broke down.
Very good, sir.
How can I do it, Thomas? How can I let her know I'm here?
It's an insurmountable task, sir, without letting the entire family, maybe the entire neighborhood, know.
I could ring. Look, I only want to say hello, damn it.
We've been through all that, sir.
I haven't been through it, Thomas. You've been through it. Thoughtless, you said it was. Well, life is thoughtless. Otherwise, why would we have met in the first place? Why would I be sitting out here? Why would she be sitting in there? Why anything, Thomas? Drive on, Thomas.
That's better. I mean, it's peaceful.
Yes. Well, they're getting ready for some party.
At least we'll have Christmas night to ourselves.
Yes.
You all right?
Yes, I'm fine. I quite like the dishes to go away, though.
I'll arrange it. We do try to make you happy, we three. Well, one of us does.
I am happy. Are you?
Yes. Do you think this is wise? I mean, they're still in the house. Yes, we're only kissing.
Okay, folks, we have a lift-off here.
Oh, hello. Is Mrs. Parkinson there, please?
Hey, Mum, it's for you. She's kissing my father at the moment. It looks kind of heavy. Can you crawl back?
Now, naughty,
naughty,
naughty.
Hello.
Christmas in hospital. A few years ago, I had some experience of this. Just before a recording of Call My Bluff, I came over funny. Actually, this was funny peculiar, funny painful. Jonathan Miller arrived to take my place on the show, and he diagnosed acute pleurisy and pneumonia. And I was carted off to University College Hospital, leaving behind me, I recall, a white-faced Kenneth Williams, Richard Lester, and Thora Hurd to get on with the program. It was a bit odd spending Christmas in hospital, but apt with the temperature, I was steaming like a Christmas pudding. Nowadays, of course, it is a little better because there are a number of super selfless people who visit hospitals at Christmas just to bring some cheer to lonely patients.
All right, Mr. Mather.
Fine, thanks, yeah.
Got everything.
Gorgeous, yeah.
Merry Boxing Day to you. We haven't been introduced, but I am a friend of the dialysis machine.
Are you really?
Yes. I also organised the tombola at the annual orthopaedic barn dance.
Do you?
I expect you've heard of me.
No.
Trevor?
What do you want, Trevor?
I want for nothing save your comfort.
Oh, thank you.
We of the Brotherhood of St. Vitus bring succour to the sick. Are you sick, my friend?
I am, yes.
What's wrong with you?
It's not contagious.
Oh, that's a comfort, isn't it? That's a comfort at Christmas. Because I said to myself, Trevor, Trevor, you shouldn't be sitting here playing patience in your sumptuous prefab. You should be thinking of others, Trevor. I said, Trevor, get yourself down to Daily Award and pester the living daylights out of someone. And here I am.
Yes, well, it's very kind of you, but...
Well, we won't be wanting to watch this, will we?
Look, do you mind? I was watching that.
Oh, it's all right. They escape in the end.
Very much.
Via the Alps.
Really?
Singing Climb Every Mountain. Do you know that lovely song?
Yes.
Climb every mountain.
Oh, don't wake up Mr. Randall.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Randall. Oh, I've seen The Sound of Music before, you see.
I haven't.
Oh, many times I've seen it.
Really?
Many times. 3 times.
That's not many, is it?
No, but it felt like it. I'm a very keen television watcher, are you?
I was, yes.
I'm avid. Avid, I am. I have an extensive collection of video nasties.
How interesting.
Well, it is interesting. It is interesting, as a matter of fact. Because without doubt, the Sound of Music is the nastiest video I've ever seen. Well, this is nice, isn't it? Would you care for a mince pie?
No, thank you.
Oh, I'm sure you would. I'm sure you'd love a mince pie.
No, I really wouldn't. I had a large lunch, thanks.
Oh, no, wouldn't you like a mince pie?
No, I wouldn't like a mince pie.
Wouldn't you like a lovely mince pie?
No, I wouldn't.
All in the crusty pastry.
No, I don't want a mince pie. Thank you.
Stuff all in the dry. All minced up.
Yes, I love a mince pie. I'd like nothing more in the world than a bloody mince pie. Thank you.
Where are we going to find a mince pie at a time like this? I've got some pickled eggs in here if you like one of those. Well, let's get the nurse. She's bound to have a mince pie. I shouldn't be surprised.
Would you get off and leave me alone?
You've woken Mr. Randall.
I shouldn't get overexcited. It's not good for me.
Oh, what's wrong with you then?
Well, if you must know, I had a mild heart attack on Christmas Eve.
Yes, sort of.
It's not serious. I'm just in here for observation.
Yes. They've got to say something, haven't they? Still, you've seen Christmas through. That's a blessing. Mind you, I wouldn't feel safe with a student doctor dressed up as Father Christmas.
I'm sure.
Especially when he's pissed out of his mind on matron Sherry, but
Yes.
there you go. He pays your money and you takes your chance, don't you? Blessing to be private, that's what I say.
National health. I'm national health.
Well, the treatment's the same. So they say.
That's right, the treatment's exactly the same.
They do say that,
Exactly
don't
the
they?
same.
I mean, if you're private, all you're paying for are those little extras,
The little
aren't
extras,
you?
that's right.
Yes. You're paying for a private
room.
Or a little bit of better food.
That's right, better
or
food.
at least some medical attention.
Look, why don't you leave me alone?
I wouldn't excite yourself if I were you. I mean, I'd...
And why?
You don't require my company, then? No. I'm sorry to be a burden to you. There are some people to whom I am a sucker.
But not me.
Some people for some disability are incapable of shaving them.
But I can!
Well, they may not be able to cut their hair, and I'm...
Get off!
Or hot towels at all?
No.
Will there be anything else for the weekend? What? Anything else for the weekend? All these pretty nurses going around. All
How dare you? What a vile suggestion! What do you take me for? I had a heart attack only 2 days ago.
Sorry, I was forgetting.
I'm sorry, I'm very tired. It's Boxing Day. You must have a lot of better things to do. Your family and so on.
Oh, I don't have a family, actually, as a matter of fact.
Well, surely a charming, attractive man like yourself, you must have lots of invitations, surely.
But I don't have any other engagements. No.
Well, why don't you and the other friends of the dialysis machine get together for a party?
That's not really feasible, actually. I am the only friend of the dialysis machine. To be honest, I don't think the dialysis machine cares for me very much. Still, I'll be on my way.
Look, I'm sorry. Sorry. Look, it was unfeeling of me. I'm sorry. Please come back.
What do you mean, I can stay?
Yes. Yes, of course.
And you'll talk to me?
Yes, I'll talk.
That'll be a bit boring, won't it? I mean, you're not much of a conversation.
I'll go and you stay, all right? Look, there's the glucose drink. You get yourself to the fruit, and there's more whiskey in the bedpan.
Dry ginger?
In the specimen box. Have the drip. Enjoy that, Bill.
How can I keep the get well cards?
Look, I nearly forgot. I had this about my person.
Merry Christmas!
And a Happy New Year!
Greetings, my child. I'm a friend of the X-ray machine.
So we come to our last aspect of Christmas. Has it now become too commercialized? Well, I suppose it has to a certain extent, but there's little for us to worry about when our nation has shopkeepers as ungrasping, as spiritual as, for example, Mr. Arkwright.
I'm standing in this empty shop, that's where I am. Hey, what are you doing in the shop? Look, forget about the shop today. I've got just the thing for that. Look, a Thursday aid shelf, help yourself. It's me party pooper. Oh, that's a damn shame, a chap of your age. No, I usually go down very big with one of these. Oh, yeah. Here comes Granville, all the girls say, with his party pooper. What you got your overall on for? You don't need your overall on Christmas Day. For force of habit. For force of habit. That's 4 fours is 16. That is too much habit. Oh. Listen, clear all them crumbs up. Come on. Anyway, it's about time you had your party frock on, not your overall, because we are due at Nurse Gladys Emanuel For Christmas, din din!
Never mind the oratorio for ducks. Just get this swept up. Come on. I was hoping her mother would be going away this Christmas.
Right. Where to?
Heaven.
Naughty, naughty. Now, she'll be confined to her room. How can she interfere with your enjoyment?
I sometimes wonder about that. I think it's a witchcraft, you know. She has this uncanny knack of seeing through walls and her single wardrobes. Everywhere you go in the house, there's this eerie presence following you. There's no chance of tiptoeing into Nurse Gladys's bedroom, as is surely the right of every engaged person.
Aye, only to tiptoe, mind you.
Oh, absolutely, yes. You can't go for flat foot till you're married. But this mother of hers, who brought her socks, she can hear a tiptoe through an eider-down, 3 blankets, 2 pillows, and a fourth of flannelette shirt or a sheet.
What do you want the lights on for, eh? Look, the shop's closed.
I know it's closed all day.
Well, it's the only day they ever do close. And good heavens, man, it is Christmas Day.
I know, but it's every flipping Christmas Day, isn't it? And listen, someone's moving them closer together. Are you sure there's been 365 days since the last one?
Of course it is.
I know. Are you certain, though? Are you certain? I mean, has anyone been counting? Because it's my belief some tricky beggar is slipping 2 in some years.
In your case, it's Christmas comes but twice a year.
Yes, 3 times maybe in a leap year. The flaming partridge is in and out of that pear tree. It must be on elastic. Hey, talking of elastic, has Wavy Mavis decided what sort of Christmas pudding she's going to have this year?
Aye. I'm delivering it to her personally this afternoon.
Oh, are you?
Aye. I'm invited round for tea.
You cheeky monkey.
Thus leaving you alone with the sumptuous Nurse Gladys Emmanuel.
Just me, her and her mother.
Yeah, don't worry about her. She'll be asleep, won't she?
She never sleeps. She just sits there practicing living forever. Hoping them rich tea biscuits. Hey, will you be along with Wavy Mavis then?
We're expecting as much.
Yeah, I wonder if she's expecting as much as you're expecting as much.
We're just 2 lonely people. We're drawn together by a mutual need for understanding.
Oh, yes, how close together?
Well, I must admit, it's much closer since her husband left her. Anyway, we both found that we have this mutual interest in divisional markings for German armoured fighting vehicles World War II.
It's a funny thing to have at the top of a girl's stocking, isn't it?
Here, Arkwright.
Hello?
Hello?
Not you, you fool. I've said hello to you. I'm talking about her. Do you know, if I'm not mistaken, that is the mating call of a state-registered sumptuous. I'm in here, my love. Oh, come, Nurse Gladys Emmanuel. Come in, my dear. Oh, happy Christmas to you both.
Ross, will you bring me some icing sugar?
Icing sugar? We've got a customer, Granville. Come in, my dear. Icing sugar, anything for you, my dear, anything at all. That'll be 82p. Get it up.
I see you're in your usual generous Christmas mood.
It's usually 89.
Merry Christmas, Granville.
Oh,
Ah.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, not that merry. Come out of there.
And also the compliments of the season.
Yes.
Yes. What happened to your interest in the German armoured fighting vehicles World War II, eh?
Ow.
They're not World War II, they're my 2.
Oh, he's here. Your stretch is here.
That's right. I may be a short person, but I've got very tall ears.
What are you doing in your overalls?
Now, that's what I said to him.
Shut up. I don't take any advice from very small people with very tall ears. How's your mother, my love?
She's fine.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that.
Don't start on about my mother.
I never had a mother.
Oh,
Oh, you poor little. You must feel it at times like this.
You think you could go and feel it somewhere else for a change?
Don't you be rotten with him.
Oh, I'm suffocating.
Come on, it's time
thought you two were across at my place. And you still haven't told me what you're doing in this shop.
Oh, I thought maybe I heard a customer.
On Christmas morning?
Yeah, well, perhaps I thought it was a little small customer left over from yesterday. Oh, they were 6 deep in here yesterday, you know. This till here were red hot. It's true what they say. Christmas is becoming very commercialised.
Come on, you great Scrooge. Leave your money box alone for one day.
Oh, all right. I hate to see it in this condition.
What condition?
Shut.
Will you be turning the lights off?
No, I think maybe I'll leave just one on as a sort of beacon for the weary customer. A little light shining out for the benefit of some poor lost soul who might still have a few bob in his pocket. Oh, that's going to get worse before it gets better. All right, Lord, all right. I'll shut for today. All day. Now, I don't want you to presume, Lord, that I'm trying to teach you your business, but I hope you'll remember this little gesture of mine when it comes to our January sales. I mean, you scratch my back, Lord, you know what I mean.
Are you coming?
I'm coming, love, I'm coming. Oh, what a wasted opportunity. I must say, you know, Lord, I do sometimes wonder why you considered it necessary to get yourself born on a bank holiday.
So just as reluctantly, we too shut up shop.